Hello guys and welcome back to Captain of Industry, where today we're going to be expanding this little island we have here. In our last episode we got the iron set up and we're now producing construction parts 1 and 2. We also have our rubber and our diesel being produced, and we even got our own little copper factory on the go, which is everything that we need to get started. However, this is all small fry. Today we need to expand so much, and that is what we're going to be focusing on. If we go to the research tree, you can see that we've made quite a lot of progress. These are the researches that we can currently unlock, anything that's green, and then after that the blue. Well, what I want to do is to really look at unlocking power generation. This will allow us to automate power a bit like coal inside this factory, so that we don't need to worry about producing enough diesel. We can fill it with coal, we can add water, and Bob's your uncle, we have steam power. So we do have the iron over here, the iron smelting. We've been doing it from scrap currently, which is using up all of the scrap that we have at that abandoned radar tower. What we're going to be doing now is to use it from ore, which means we're going to have a lot of slag to deal with, and so we're probably going to send that to concrete. So here you can see the abandoned radar station. We can actually check it out and you can see how we only have we've used up 89%. We have 169 iron scrap left, so this isn't going to last very long. In which case we're going to need to start producing some more excavators, and probably another one of these vehicles as well at the very least. And from this, we're then going to have to go across to this side of the map and start harvesting all of this iron ore. We're going to have to dig into it and start building our own iron facility here. In order to optimize our build, what I'm going to make sure we do is to have the iron production probably around here to make sure that it's close to the miner. Let's add the excavator to this. So I want the excavators to work at all of that for the time being. And now we're going to start building the factory. Now that we've got the land selected to be consumed, we're going to build our blast furnaces. So if we place them relatively close by, I think the first thing that we're going to want to do is to set this up so that we can take the iron along there and then run it to 2 of these, and then if we hold down C, we can actually copy these across. Now I don't know how much the mine will provide for, so we're just going to hope for the best for the time being. Maybe close these up slightly. There we go. And we're going to let these build. Hopefully this will be enough to get us started. On the other side of this blast furnace, we're going to set up some storage containers. The reason for that, we just grab these, is that we will hopefully be able to split these between the 2 inputs. And now we're going to grab our U-shaped conveyors. This holds the loose items. And I'm just going to run this all the way along to this and then straight into here. Then hopefully, yeah, we can add the splitter onto that. On this next one, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. Okay, we'll go across to this point and then to here. And from here, we're going to go down into there. And then the same here. Also, because this is producing molten iron, from the iron ore, we've got 8 exhaust. We also have 8 exhaust on this one, and if I remember correctly, this smokestack can handle 20 exhaust. So, my logic, whether it's correct or wrong, dictates that we should be able to connect these 2 exhausts together. Now this is the exact reason why we need this built. I have been waiting so long, And we're not producing enough resources. We really need more construction parts. So I'd love to get this up and running. We are now creating vehicle parts because I've started to require more vehicles to keep everything running. We're doing well with copper. Look at that, 1.1k. But once this is up and running, we'll look at maybe extending this, depending on if this can keep up with demand, and then also add some more construction parts, machinery here. I think they need a bit more iron, but everything is getting in position now. We've got wood in here, we've got the iron plates coming into here. We need to do the cement. Currently we have a bit over here, but we're actually going to need to harvest the sand because there is where are you? Efficient concrete, which reduces the amount of cement that we need for crushed slag, and so that we can keep up with the demand here, because we're going to be producing 8 crushed slag per run. We're trying to sort out the cement section so that we can produce those construction parts. However, because we don't have any more construction parts, and because this isn't producing scrap, well, this isn't producing scrap anymore, this has frozen up, all of this here. So we can't get any iron to here without, well, because these are connected. So what we need to do here is just remove, pretty much, we're going to delete all of this. It'll actually refund us some construction parts as well. Well, it finally looks like this is starting to run. You can see the cement mixers are going, you've got the all the iron coming through, even the machines are starting to run, which is lovely to see. We just need to make sure that the conveyor down here is fully built up so that we can start storing those construction parts. Then we need to, I deleted one of the fields. I'm currently rebuilding it. We're running out of food, so this is a necessity at this point. And the other thing that we're going to do is send this out to maybe go over to here, I think. Not enough fuel. Better load some fuel to this then. So if we want to fuel the ship, we just need to move that up. And there you go. This should be fully fueled now and ready to explore. So the ship did a little bit of exploring, didn't see anything, so it's going across to this one now. Oh, it's exploring. It's just going to take a little bit of time. This is finally up and running, which is good. We can build up a little bit more of a supply of food. I didn't realize I left the beacon on, so we have more people, which is just making everything a little bit more frustrating. So exploring it gave us wheat seeds, which I presume we can use on our farms, as well as copper, rubber, and vehicle parts. So by exploring, we're actually getting more resources. Apparently exploring also gives you more population as well. I don't know why this is a hooray, because we are now having to deal with homeless people. This isn't going our way, so we're going to build another housing district over here and just hope for the best. So we've now got the second farm on the go. They're both receiving the water from the ground water pump just here. However, the next thing that we need to do is build a new type of research lab. However, they cost 45 construction parts too, which is fine. We've got 52, but also 8 lab equipment. So for this, we're going to have to somehow produce another item, which can apparently only be done by the looks of it in, I think, these. Yeah, down here. So they require mechanical parts, and they also require electronics. So it looks like the items are being brought to here, which is fantastic. I don't think the items will go into here, so hopefully these will just take them. Click on it, you can see that's our first 8. So as you can see, we now have enough lab parts. So we're just going to place this. I think it's probably best that we place this just over, maybe over here, in case we need to add manufacturing to it. And when that's built, I will do the research for power. Et voila! we have our research center. So we can start new research, and if we go across to our power generators, power generation even, we can start that and we'll see what it requires. So we've unlocked power generation. We have the power generator here. We also have a high pressure turbine, and I presume over in the, here, a boiler for coal. So we're going to need 8 water to 3 coal to create 8 high pressure steam and 6 exhaust. Okay. So straight off the bat, going to need a groundwater pump. We might as well have this nearby to the coal generator as well. So we can have the water here. Then we can have our boiler. And this is going to produce 8 high pressure steam and 6 exhaust. So if we now go to the power section, we can place, I presume it's a high pressure turbine. What's that? Is that low pressure steam? I don't know if we can do anything with low pressure steam. Okay, so it needs high pressure steam from one of, I presume, this output. Oh, I wonder if we can connect these to one another like so. Now I'm hoping it will go straight through. We won't need to connect this up. But if we do need to, I can just pull it from here. We can connect this to there. Can we add 2? We'll just build this and see what happens, and we'll also output that steam to a smokestack. So, well, that's pretty interesting. We've managed to get one of the turbines running despite not having the other one built. So, I'm quite chuffed at that. It's like giving, yes, and it's providing us quite a bit of power as well. Well, we're going to get this one on the go as well, and we'll see if the second wheel also works because of that. I may have just had an epiphany. So, I've been waiting this whole time for this to produce the electronics we need. And though we don't have really the time to do it now for this episode, I've also felt that a lot of the problems has been due to not having buffers in the system and having, for example, the slag build up and this not being able to get rid of it. Didn't occur to me that we could just, dump it. So we're going to start filling in this area so that we can get across to here and mine it. So if this is starting to seize up, we can just get rid of the slag. That's not an issue at all. The other thing, before we move on, is this, right? I've got this working double speed and it's producing consuming 4 every 30 seconds. But this is producing 13 every 60 seconds. So that means that if we halve this, we've got what, 6.5 per minute to use up and only 4 being used. So this is all slowing down because of that. So what we could do in the next episode is build up this so it's a bit more efficient. But for now, I am pretty happy. Missing input. Okay, let's add the steam just here and see if that fixes that. Can we speed this along? There we go. And we'll see if this now works. No. So I've definitely done something wrong here. Well, if you know what's wrong with this, let me know in the comment section below. We are going to finish this one here. I want to keep these a little bit shorter for you. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to all of our amazing supporters, most notably our Solar Eclipse patrons, the Calamity, Cerebral Tag, James Irwin and Firefless, as well as our Lunars, Dixie Chris, Lord of July and Ben, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Papa Snoozy. Anyway, until next time, as always, Ciao for now.